The new mobile workforce. Wirelessly enabled, totally productive, incredibly secure. How do you get there? With Juniper's Simply Connected solution. One solution that simply and effectively makes your entire organization ready to handle the challenges of a connected, wireless, mobile workforce. This unified solution orchestrates Juniper's industry-leading security, routing and switching, and wireless LAN products. Simply Connected, orchestrating every network component across the enterprise network, from the data center to the end-user device. There you have it, delivering on the mobility promise to ensure consistent and uninterrupted access to business-critical applications. Juniper's Simply Connected solution. The days of a wired campus network serving a fixed number of desk-bound employees is over, for good. In today's campus environment, a constant influx of both employees and visitors expect easy, secure wireless access to the network. From tablets to smartphones, each user is looking for a reliable, content-rich experience on their device. The same experience they used to expect from a wired connection. But there's a problem. By opening the network up to these mobile devices that also run a range of operating systems, IT departments have struggled to manage massive security risks and the complexity and cost that comes with these issues. Add in the fact that more and more users are relying primarily on their wireless devices to connect to their network rather than their wired connections, and it's obvious. This shift in how people connect will require an entirely new approach. While the status quo Band-Aid solutions of the past only bring an increase in complexity, cost, and management issues, Juniper delivers something radically different, a new approach to the campus network. Innovative strategies and solutions that allow secure, balanced wired and wireless connections today, and the framework for a long-term evolution to a wireless-centered infrastructure in the future. With the wireless reliability and availability, simplified network architecture, and device-agnostic, secure connections that an organization needs to face the future with confidence. Today, with new applications and technologies being developed at an astonishing rate, an organization's infrastructure needs to be ready to support any app a business might want to adopt, whether it's now or in the future. Our approach creates an open network environment that allows the infrastructure to support all types of voice, video, and data, irrespective of endpoint or application vendor. Campus environments now need the right mix of wired and wireless access, with less complexity and a cost-saving, smaller footprint. Juniper solutions ensure a simplified wired network today, as well as a seamless evolution into a more wireless infrastructure. Our groundbreaking security solutions ensure that users' mobile connections are secure, not only for the user, but for the entire organization, even as users change and toggle between mobile devices. We offer comprehensive security, routing, switching, wireless, and access solutions that go from the data center, across the campus, and all the way to the end device and user. These solutions ensure that users get the freedom and performance they need, while IT gets the cost-effective architecture that delivers the simplicity, control, and scalability they need. A streamlined, cost-effective architecture, the latest security solutions, and an innovation-ready infrastructure. Juniper is ready to deliver the blueprint today for the campus of the future.
When a user enters your building, their mobile devices immediately locate the wireless LAN and begin the process of accessing the network. First, the device authenticates with the wireless access point using 802.1x. The access point forwards this information to the WLC series wireless LAN controller, which allows seamless integration of scalable, secure, and reliable wireless LANs within the enterprise's wired infrastructure. The WLC sends the request to the MAG gateway for radius authentication. A MAG is deployed along with the Junos Pulse client for mobile devices, laptops, and desktops, delivering a single point of convergence for the enterprise's SSL, VPN, and network access control needs. Once authentication is confirmed, the information is sent to the LDAP server for registration and validation, then returned to the WLC. The WLC notes the new policy and sends access approval back to the access point. The MAG sets the user's policies and sends the assigned IP addresses to the mobile devices. The user is now authorized to use the network. EX series switches and SRX series services gateways include policies that define what users can and cannot do, acting as enforcement points to prevent unauthorized access. App Firewall on the SRX device applies additional policies that restrict users from accessing dangerous or non-work-related applications. With Juniper's Simply Connected solutions, you can monitor and control any user accessing your corporate network with any device from any location while maintaining a simple, secure environment. Just as individuals can choose and change their devices to securely access their business applications, Juniper makes it equally simple for your IT department to provision a single set of policies per user that works across multiple devices. Juniper's Simply Connected solutions reduce the support burden when new devices are added to your corporate network. For the wired network, Juniper offers virtual chassis technology, which simplifies network management while dramatically increasing the availability of your campus network. With virtual chassis technology, you can link up to 10 switches in a virtualized configuration, even if they're spread over multiple locations in an 80-kilometer loop. Under normal conditions, traffic flowing from a wireless access point to the internet is load balanced over two paths for redundancy. If one path fails, all traffic is routed over the backup path. In a virtual chassis configuration, if one switch loses power due to a failure, a second switch detects that the port is down and seamlessly engages the backup path. Once the failed switch is replaced, virtual chassis technology causes all member switches to update their topology maps and the original traffic flow is restored. No data was lost during the failover process. The same is true for Juniper's wireless solutions with a technology called a virtual controller cluster. When a controller unexpectedly fails, traffic is rerouted by the switches through a backup controller. The handoff is seamless with no traffic disruption. Once the failed controller is restored, the traffic flow reverts back and the cluster resumes normal operations. Throughout the process, network availability is never compromised. Failures are detected and corrected without impacting network performance. Users never know that any failures have occurred. With virtual chassis and virtual controller cluster technologies, Juniper Networks lets customers build highly resilient solutions for both wired and wireless networks without compromising performance. High availability and simplified management lower capital and operational expenses for you and deliver simple, secure connectivity for your users. If a guest plugs a laptop into a wired port connected to an EX series switch, authentication will fail since the device is not pre-configured for your corporate network. Instead, the device is assigned to a guest VLAN and browsing requests get redirected to a captive portal. Host checks are performed by the intranet controller and Junos Pulse is dynamically provisioned to the guest's laptop. With the Junos Pulse VPN client, the user can successfully perform an 802.1x authentication to join the network. Juno's Pulse offers superior performance and reliability by supporting dual transport methodologies. Multiple authentication options are offered, including username and password, client certificate authentication, and two-factor one-time password authentication. This process is validated by the Intranet controller, which pushes the user's policies down to the EX series switch, the SRX series gateway, and the wireless controller. The guest is now on the Enterprise VLAN. A session-based IPsec tunnel is established between the guest's laptop and the SRX firewall, allowing the user to access the corporate network as well as the Internet. The SRX consolidates routing, WAN connectivity, switching, and unified threat management in a single platform, simplifying deployment and administration while delivering fast and consistent service quality. If the guest user attempts to access prohibited applications, the Intranet controller will immediately detect the violation and push the guest user's device to a remediation VLAN. Once the user exits the prohibited application, the client is automatically returned to the Enterprise VLAN and access to resources will be seamlessly restored. With Juniper's simply connected solutions, you can easily provide guests with selective access to only those resources you deem safe. Any attempt to access restricted resources will cause the user to be immediately and automatically removed from the network until the offending behavior ends. No manual intervention is required. Juniper's simply connected solutions provide the highest levels of security and connectivity for your network. They let you provide network connectivity for various user profiles while keeping your network simple, secure, and easy to scale.
Trestle College is a technology college based in North Yorkshire. With its reputation for excellence, technological innovation has always been crucial. Advances in user habits and the consumerization of IT presented huge opportunities for the college. An influx of new pupils using personal mobile devices would benefit hugely from anywhere, anytime access to online learning resources, while consumer software and cloud-based services would offer unrivaled flexibility, making teaching, studying and collaborating more effective than ever. But how could Trestle College be confident that their network remained the academic driver they knew it could be? In the end, the answer was clear. Juniper Networks. In 5 days, a new dual-site 25-switch network was ready for action. It was fast, it was secure, and it was reliable. It was easy to manage and simple to update, and it was ready for anything the future could throw at it. Trettle's pupils could access vital resources from anywhere on campus. Bandwidth-hungry HD video editing and encoding no longer had any impact on network performance, while smaller, virtually silent switches saved a huge amount of space and energy. All of which have improved performance, ensured reliability, and significantly reduced the total cost of ownership, without compromising on security. Trestle College and Juniper Networks. Technology for the future.
We're building an ISP for a large to mid-sized Danish town, and we start from a greenfield. So what we have here is one of our deployment bundles. It's an SRX 210 bundled together with an EX 2200. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work.
The SRX 210 has made it easy for us to implement network security for the payment terminals.
People nowadays, they just expect things to work, especially network connectivity.
Today everybody's got smartphones, So this year we are introducing Wi-Fi.
The primary vendor is Juniper Networks, so we can scale where it's needed.
As we say down in our network HQ, showers are optional. Network connectivity and stability is not.